All right, Bobcat Nation, level 2 coming at ya. In level 1 video, we talked about the difference between an analog and a digital clock, and you guys even made a little list, a T-chart. Some of the ones I came up with for analog, your classroom walls have analog. Some of you guys maybe even have like big pieces of furniture that sometimes they have bells whenever for analog clocks. And then definitely I have an analog clock on a watch. For the digital, most phones have those 2 dots, the digital. Definitely the hallway clocks. If you guys have an iPhone watch or maybe Fitbits, I even have an alarm by my bed that also is a digital, but I can't wait to see some of the ones you guys can't come up with, because this certainly isn't all of them. So, switching, the analog clock. These things right here, Anna has these special things. They're called hands. And here's the cool thing, you guys check this out. When I move the hands around, look at them. They both move, it's so cool. But these hands have special names because they're used to measure 2 different things, and this is really important in 1st grade. The littler one measures hours, and it's kind of confusing because even though it's smaller, the thing it measures is bigger. Like hours are larger than minutes, but it's backwards, right? Because this hand is smaller, but it measures hours that are bigger. Doesn't even make sense, I know. Hour hand, the small hand. The minute hand is this bigger one, okay? And it measures minutes, which are kind of small. How I remember the 2 is I think about, you know how you've heard it like ladies and then gentlemen? I think of the hour hand as the lady hand. She's a little smaller, not always, but usually kind of ladies are smaller than the gentleman. This big guy, he's the gentleman, right? So when you're reading a clock or telling time, have you guys ever heard of, you know, when you're walking through a door or it's time to take turns, you might have heard people say, ladies first. Well, a clock is the same way. The number that the hour or the lady hand is pointing to, you say that number first. So you would say 4, 7, 2, whatever it is, this is the hour. Ladies first. Gentlemen go second. So, hour, then minute. Here's the confusing thing about the minute though. Even though he's pointing to the 12, we don't say 2:12. It's so weird, 1st grade. We say o'clock. And you might have even heard that before, 4 o'clock. And if it's writing it digital, you would do 00. Again, you don't do 12. It's so weird. I don't know why, it's just that's the way it is. So you would say that this time, remember, hour first is 2 o'clock. And in the YouTube playlist, you guys will see a funny video that talks about what does the clock say? Like, you know that, what does the fox say? But so it goes like this. What does the clock say? A tick, 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 tick. A tick, 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 tick. What does the clock say? So what does this clock say? If you said 3 o'clock, you're right. So this is a game you guys can play with your parents. Please remember that there's 60 seconds in 1 minute, 60 minutes in 1 hour, 24 hours in 1 day.